Hey, hey, hey! Here we go, we are live. Some trouble to start the live today, I don't know what. Everything is bugging. But I'm here, right on time. Do we have some people in the place? A couple people live. Oh, yeah. Not gonna lose any time here. So yeah, I'm gonna start. Hope you all doing good. Had a good week of trading, hopefully. And that you're not getting slaughtered on that move here. Quite an aggressive move. Here we are very, very close to my bullish invalidation here. So we'll see if this is just a trap or if we come down here. But yeah, honestly, this move doesn't look great for bulls. Yeah, it looks very likely that we're gonna sweep this. As it looks right now, for a bearish count, we'll have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probably gonna have a so some kind of bounce after we take the low. But yeah, in terms of structure here and the behavior overall, that's not looking great for higher low. We'll see, because we're still quite away from last week low. So anything into a higher low here can still be impulsive 1, 2. But honestly, I'm starting to get a bit of bearish vibes here. So yeah, I was looking at a few stuff last week. Last week we were somewhere in here, I believe. Yeah. So I was looking for continuation. I think main target was about 64, right, which was the high of the pretty much the high of the channel here. We did went a bit higher, so just redraw the count a bit. The 1, 2, sub 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, triangle 4, and a fifth here. We still have something that looks rather impulsive, right? That's why missing into a higher low can still be a 1, 2, but there's a few stuff that can yeah, that's not looking great. First off, not great volume, for new impulsive. Now, into a wave 1, and especially into a reversal, volume is not always obvious, so it's not necessarily the most concerning thing, but it's not a clear reversal impulse here by the volume. Because we had volume a lot at the high into the reversal, and you can see a bit of sustained selling into support, after we go into a short squeeze. But now we're like, I mean, if you take a Wyckoff mindset, you see the effort, the volume to get up here, and the effort here to get down there. That's a lot less effort to move down, right? So yeah, that's great. We had a 12 or even a daily bullish engulfing here. 12 hour. But the thing here is, so took the short, not at the very high, but somewhere into the reversal here. We had the 12-hour overbought stochastic. It's still playing pretty nicely, you know. Not as perfect here. You know, we had a 12-hour stock oversold, which still dipped way lower. But that's also telling you a bit about the momentum of the market here, you know, because you pick into overbought, you reverse, and that's the peak. Pick into overbought, you cross back down, and that's the peak. You pick into overbought, directly it reverse. While when you get into oversold, you get a lot more trouble and a lot more downside before getting the reversal here. You know, momentum is still clear. It's still pretty much down, right? It's also, yeah, reject from the pretty much from the RSI resistance. 4 hour as well. I mean, a bit lower, but yeah, it's struggling to make higher high on the side. Relative strengths. Projecting from the still the 4 hour 200 moving average, like the almost the only thing you need on the chart. If you want to do a bit of swing trading, you know, just buy the 200 4 hour when you're trading above and sell it when you're trading below, right? And so yeah, for now we're still projecting from that 12 hour, from that 4 hour 200 moving averages, right? Also we have the anchor view from the last swing high here in white, so that's also where still downtrend momentum. I'm gonna delete this. That was my kind of key level from this morning update thing with this kind of structure and bounce. I want this low to hold, and if this high breach while going to the 1-1 extension or beyond the all-time high, and if we breach it, well, we open the door for new lows here into the 55k, or even well, don't try if there is some kind of capitulation. Hope my mic is working fine, everything working fine. Yeah, I don't see anything in the chat, but yeah, you're just shy or frustrated by the price action, maybe. So yeah, I have an idea for a count. That's the kind of count I'm not a fan of doing, but what else can I do here? Kind of I don't like doing is, you know, W, X, Y, X, Z, because that's often kind of iffy. Hey, Mohawax, thank you. Yeah, the idea here is, well, some kind of ABC down, ABC up. ABC was a flat here, so WXY. And using this because, well, we have something that really clean into an impulse. So how do you get an impulse up like this from just a swing low and get a lower low? Well, if it is a flat, right? If it is a wave C, so we may have a flat here. That's why be an X here, and that means some kind of a BC down. I don't know. I don't know yet exactly, you know. I have a level here, it's a quarterly VWAP. That was kind of the level I was looking to hit last week, in fact, because it was bottom of the channel. Still keeping that in mind because, well, as long as we don't have a, you know, full capitulation, breakdown, acceleration down, we can still look for a sweep of the low and forward. We are right now into a very emotional, in between very emotional levels here. Might have to delete this because it's not looking. So you know that if we, well, especially already here, but especially if we take last week low, we're gonna have full fearful environment again, most likely, right? So that's why maybe we can look for a sweep. I don't know if I'm going to be a buyer down there now, but probably I will be more a buyer than a seller down here, right? I was more of a seller up here. If we come down here, be more of a buyer, of course. We'll have other level to look at, mainly the daily 200s here, and we'll have a liquidity level below this, but at this point, you know, things might get a bit nasty. You probably still have at least a scalp out of it, but yeah, things can quickly turn nasty. I don't know because the thing is, if we continue down significantly, if we just chop out, you know, take the low but hold, we're seeing kind of a chopping range, right? We'll have maybe able to draw another channel here somewhere like this, you know. It's okay, but at the same time, you have a range here, you already have a deviation, so you're not really expecting another deviation in theory. And at that point, this retest here, if I can draw a straight line, you know, you can have the characteristic of an LPSY potentially, meaning that the next leg could be really break down with this as a distributional range, right? Yeah, and yeah, if things turn ugly, you know, the alternative count, I didn't really draw it here, but I guess you know pretty much the way, right? It's gonna be a 1-2 on a sub 1-2 on a sub 1-2 maybe, or 1-2 still consider this as a flat. You know, so you enter into third territory. That's where you can have a larger breakdown. And if we have a larger breakdown, well, you know, so liquidity here with the 200 moving average, we can drop below and try to hold this, and basically this range with the POC. Let me check golden pocket. Where is it gonna be here? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, golden pocket's gonna be probably what you look at and try to hold the 200 daily and for the close. I mean, we're not there yet. We're still in the range. Well, also, so yeah, we are in a very sentiment-wise volatile environment, as I was saying. You see, when we went below 60k, already started to dip toe into fear, or at least very low neutral. I think it's below 40. It's fear, you know, whatever. The lower part of neutral, and we went back pretty quickly into greed. 71. And quickly back into neutral and into grid. So it's really follow you see, right? It's people get fearful here, get greedy here, get fearful really quickly here, greedy again. So you know, there is liquidity here. if sentiment is volatile like this, that means there's liquidity that seems to remain. So things might remain choppy. And maybe we just, you know, keep some kind of, I don't know, bloody range like this. Keep playing that sentiment. Hello, Gonzalo. Top 10 facts. What do you think of an SFP of 55, 600 for long up to above 65? Well, but yeah, I mean, possibly. I mean, that's why I share the current idea of a WXYXZ here. In that case, if you're targeting, I mean, if you get that, you can target that liquidity before the consolidation, right? If it gives a reaction. Right. I'm not even sure in terms of else here. So we'll have the 2-3 secret trace for that count. Yeah, but okay, it's a bit sloppy. Like this. Already hold it to 3-6. Maybe 2 on linear, maybe. Hasta la vista. Okay, so for now, what I have as a feeling here is that we're just kind of in that stage, right? And potentially here. Already have internal liquidity, unable to take the upper one. Internal liquidity. Nice looking price action, especially on the higher time frame, and fail, yeah, with volume picking up here again on the downside. But let me just check an extension here. We also have golden pockets below us, 786. What might be interesting here is the liquidity here. Now, sometime we'll do this, especially here as sentiment flip quickly. If we manage to, you know, to hold a higher low here, we'll probably expect like a small range here when we absorb the fear and we start to reverse here. That's maybe where I'll be more ready to get back into a long, but not necessarily trying to catch a low, but wait for the kind of low time frame structure reversal, so a bit like below 1 hour, and enter into the breakup, into the recovery. It's tricky for the list. Thing is, for now, you know, Bitfinex is still greenish. There is not a lot of volume. Weird red dot here. I'm always buying because Coinbase is red. Binance Tether is mostly red as well. Weird. And there's something else here that I noticed. So I'm not a huge volatility trader, but there's also this change of behavior here. When you see, so the orange line is Bitcoin price, and so the rest here's a chart. It's daily volatility from derivatives. You can see when we were kind of healthy, we had rather decreasing volatility as we corrected, for the simple fact that we were going up. So of course, when we corrected, we just decrease volatility. But then, yeah, volatility picking up as we go up still. And now we are starting to see something different here. Starting to see, especially starting here, volatility picking up on the downside. The longer we consolidate, of course. Also why it's doing this, but still, volatility going sideways as we kind of bounce here, falling off as we just going horizontal, and picking up again on the downside. So kind of the same thing that with stochastic momentum, when you see the momentum of the market is still to the downside, it's react a lot more precisely to the overbought conditions than the oversold. And volatility, kind of the same sign. You see the pickup in volatility when we go down. So usually market maker gonna sell volatility and buy low volatility, right? And so here, if they're moving into the volatility is moving in with a downtrend, it means they sell volatility to the bounce. Kind of confirming a bit the slow change of the market momentum here. A bit more clear on the line chart. Noticing kind of support here turning into resistance. Really it's potentially either the last stage of the distribution or yes, the spring of a reaccumulation here. But yeah, that's also why the probably the market is getting very emotional, and why this level we have currently are very, very important, especially above here more than this one, because this is still internal. Note here. What I was looking for last week or earlier this week was pretty much this, right? So what I want to see for confirming the bullish momentum, I had an alternative count earlier for continuing to breaking the market structure, claiming the 4-hour 200, and hold that into a new trend, right? A bit like we did here, taking liquidity here and consolidating into the 200, reclaiming after getting into the fearful environment here. But we did not do that. Now, what I could be looking at as comparison will be what we had at price action last summer, right? When we are very choppy, making lower lows, strong bounce, and getting lower lows. So that's also why I want to get a bit cautious here, because it can remain like that for another month or two. In fact, we're entering into summer, so that's not necessarily the ideal seasonality for Well, for starting the new trend, well, or continuing the global trend, right? But starting the new trend compared to what we had for the past few months, couple months. But yeah, so maybe like this, and that's why also, well, in this kind of price section, the count that you may be looking at would be likely a WXY or some really tricky corrective count. Not the obvious one like we had on the uptrend. Well, this one was a bit more aggressive, but not the clean impulse, right? Yeah, BTC looked very bearish. It's dating to say very bearish, but it's not looking great. Now let's see. Do we hold 12 hour here? 12 hour stochastic. 4 hour stochastic, maybe. Yeah, at this point, that's really where we'll be looking at. Maybe it would be empty to tell you, okay, man, maybe take that as a trade, but just be ready to get stopped out, right? And the problem with this kind of stuff is you're guessing on potential reversal with little hints. Now, I mean, there's two good arguments for bulls right now. Is that, well, really very much into fear. We have Bitfinex being in the green still significantly, and we still are overall into bull markets, right? But I mean, we're still into an uptrend at least. But what does this feel like is, yeah, killing the momentum, using a bit the FOMO that the halving might have bring, and selling into this until you find true capitulation, and maybe that capitulation will be found only into the 40s, right? Maybe we'll lose the 200 daily and go for a full retest of the 200 weekly instead. Not what we usually do, but losing this 200 weekly, that's where the real bear market start to kick in. Until then, that's just, it's slow. For now, it's not accelerating, and overall selling pressure seems to be decreasing. Let me check a real volume. Yeah. But we sweep the all-time high, chopping around, could really be distribution. And this kind of volume, it's telling you for now that can still be both reaccumulation or distribution. Just looking for where there is liquidity, right? Either just to liquidate the leverage liquidity, leverage long, but can potentially be selling into support, and the more you move down, the more market get fearful, the less demand there is. So that's also why maybe volume is decreasing, and at some point you get a really true capitulation, and that's where you get your volume picking up. That's what's gonna tell you really what it is, right? Or it's completely reversed with demand coming back strongly and reversing on the lower mid time frame market structure and reclaiming your trade. But the overall, volume is still decreasing here. There is no clear sight from my side, at least. And yes, the other comparison we could do, well, we kind of broke it last week, but yeah, no, it's kind of this kind of behavior, right? When you have your buying climax, secondary test, you establish a big range here. So you have a primary supply to your buying climax to ST support. Got your trust. Just going back into the range, but here you have your first side of an LPSY here, and the second here, as you broke down, that could be a spring, but instead is an LPSY. It sets here, you have this very strong volume here, so that's why it can be a spring or bearish if it continues down and still have to. With this in mind, you know, you have your preliminary supply here, you're entering into your buying climax, test of the low of the range, and you have your retest of the high of the range, right? Then you may have your preliminary LPSY here, and that as the secondary one, and that especially if you start to see volume picking up. But you know, if we apply this behavior, general behavior here, to this, as it is a pretty quick range so far, maybe it's gonna extend into something bigger. But if it broke down from here, you know, it would not necessarily perceive this as a massive distribution, right? Not for a vessel like here, you see. You just see how it is 5 times, 10 times smaller than this, and all it's doing is just retesting lower the block here, so which could be this much more likely this, right? So that's why I'm looking potentially for the accumulation here, and not necessarily have the count to project it right now. That will come in time. I mean the downtrend count, but you know, we had a few counts saying, yeah, maybe we're going into larger wave 4, and that could bring us back into the 40s, below 50k. I can see that going in into the summer, you know, and maybe picking up for a new wave after that. You will have very different behaviors in the previous 4-year Bitcoin cycle, but we're also into a very different market now. Will that be more or less bullish bearish for the 5th wave and the real top of the bull market? Not presuming right now. In the past, and from the way I read Bitcoin, wave 3 has always been the strongest advancement, right? Here it is the 3rd. I've been seeing, especially in commodities, that sometimes the 5th wave can be the strongest, and maybe as we now have a lot more trade pie market makers at our enters market with the ETF, maybe we'll have some behavior like this where 3rd wave is a lot more constrained, especially with the hype and people used to past behavior Bitcoin, killing that momentum, and then the guy could move a lot larger, stronger 5th wave that we used to see. Kind of a, yeah, idea back in my mind. Yeah, strong selling, as you say. Yeah, this low time frame count's probably wrong. I mean, if we hold the low, maybe it's right, but it's kind of excessive. When I will we hit often the 369. It's not the fib I like the most for the 3. It seems that we hit it a lot recently. I don't know, like beta 461 age. Maybe this could be an internal third. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I say sometimes readable even in the one. Yes, that works. And this. I'm thinking here if I want to project a corrective move that come back here, how do I do it? Because I can, okay, well, I can take this as a wave A, okay, or 1, matter. Ignoring a bit the impulsive structure here, I'm saying this is a B, and have my 1-1 extension here, but you'll see how this move, in terms of time, seems more like this wave 1 rather than this full wave A, right? I would want this to take more time, I guess. Maybe we enter into some kind of diagonal here. If we get to diagonal into this, I will be a buyer a bit more here into the break of the diagonal, because diagonal is often a golden trade. When you enter into contraction of volume and price action, if you have adding to that confluence with some kind of levels, yeah, great. So yeah, that's pretty much it, right? So yeah, we close option this morning, so I will pretty much at max pain. Right. I think max pain was 62. We closed about 63. That's the one, I think. Yeah, but you see, 62, 63, you still over into painful for both spot and calls buyers. And now, next expiration, we still have fair value between 60 and 65 now. That's why I'm not overly bearish. You know, I draw some kind of bearish calls here, but now the market is so quickly fearful here. It seems still pretty much in balance, so that's also why I'm sharing kind of this kind of idea, right, where we maybe just holding into this, and in fact we could even be bearish while holding a higher low here, right? We see a break, but we will not see a clear third wave. Could have potentially a corrective path here. Sorry, what was I looking at? No, I was looking at option. So nothing here. Next gonna be 17th, so next Friday, I suppose. Yeah, 800 millions for now. Max pain at 62, so you know it's fairly even, but we have calls in balance, so a lot of calls here. Maybe we need to go down a bit to sell a bit more puts and make things a bit more even. And the big expiration, okay, 24th is gonna be the Friday after it. Already 500 million here. Spend 62 again. And 3 billion for end of May. 63 was back 65, 70, 57, and 50k. 57, 50k, yes, there's a lot here. And well distributed here. Sorry for the noise. If we lose 61 area, it looks very bad. Yeah, I kind of agree. So. Oh yeah, and there is that. Maybe one thing that gonna influence a bit more my bias for next week. It's gonna be the weekly close. Because so far, we have been holding pretty well that weekly level, right? She nice, a nice pintail armor on a candle last week. And yeah, the 2 weeks prior, we did hold this 63 level. So if we manage to reclaim this 63 100, so basically where we were this morning, if we can reclaim this level by Sunday evening with close, yeah, that could be good. If we close below, that's gonna start to look nasty. If we close the candle a bit more into the week here, gonna look a bit more weaker and at least aiming to the low, right? Oh yeah, ideally we drop a bit here into Saturday and get back. I don't know, maybe the sandstorms to bit going. Why we go down? Not a fan of this order flow here. We have a negative founding this morning with a big pickup in spot CVD, but weird behaviors. Saw a few times kind of behavior, usually more because of Bitfinex, but this morning it was more of a Binance picking up very heavily into that little bull trap here. Yeah, I'm back. I think I'm back. I don't know what happened. The PC just dropped off. It's because I talked about the sandstorms. I guess. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, I was at the end of the stream, so I don't know. I was talking about the weird behavior. Yeah. CVD up on Binance this morning, which made spot CVD go up, which kept trending relatively low. Well, negative here, but we had also a very big spike into open interest, and at the same time, Binance was trading at a big discount here. You see for a brief moment, and so I'm not completely sure what happened here. It can be a behavior of the market makers algorithm. When trading at a discount, some market maker algorithm are going market buying to try to keep the peg and making CVD go up a bit crazy and having effect on the aggregated CVD as well. Nonetheless, it was kind of a weird behavior, but yeah, it was looking to solve this anyway. There was again forget to talk about that one, but there was nice hint still with the order book, just looking at the sell dominance here on TLDR again at the high. Anyway, I was at the end of the stream, and obviously everybody dropped off because the stream dropped off. Sorry for that. Hope that was interesting anyway. So have a good weekend, take care, and see you soon, right? Yeah. Okay, bye-bye.